Judge ruled that the Wisconsin Elections Commission has to verify citizenship status for 3.2 million Wisconsin voters by February. This emerged from an August 2024 lawsuit that asked WEC and the DOT, the Department of Transportation, to kind of cross-check citizenship of all applicants registering to vote. On Monday, the DOJ, Josh called for a stay pending appeal. They argued that essentially this is impossible and that there's also no duty under statute for WEC and DOT to comply with this. The judge did grant that stay, and so we are now waiting for that appeal. Oral arguments will begin in a couple of weeks, October 31st.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Maxwell, in talking to people about his ruling, legal lawyers, they've said they're not sure it's going to survive appeal through the entire process. Why? Well, okay. As you mentioned, he interpreted a responsibility for DOT and WEC to work together on this. There isn't a clear statute that says you shall check everybody's citizenship. Second issue is he didn't make clear, like, what do you have to do to prove citizenship? So right now when you register to vote, you check a box, I am a citizen. If you lie about that, you can be prosecuted. You have to show my birth certificate, my passport, like what is that check going to be? So he has stayed the piece that says you have to show citizenship to register, but he wants the Elections Commission and DOT to keep working with plaintiffs on checking the people who are already registered. So again, how do you do that? You didn't come to my house and like ask to see my papers. I mean, it could be flippant, but there's a challenge there. And the Election Commission is saying, we can't do that by February. He wants it by the next election. Now, to his point, he's somewhat astonished there's not a mechanism in place to make sure there's nobody who's not supposed to be voting. And he's somewhat stunned this has been taken care of. And they push back to like, why shouldn't we be doing this? You know, for election integrity people, that crowd that is convinced there are all kinds of things wrong with elections, this is a big win for them because they think something's amiss with our election rules, period. But looking forward to the coming appeal process, you've got a liberal Supreme Court majority. DOJ now can choose which appeals court it goes to, because remember the process now in Wisconsin, if you lose in a circuit court, you can pick going somewhere else. I got to bet which appeals court they'll go to, probably one based in Madison. So challenging this thing held on appeal, doubts will be in place for 2026. But keep an eye on this, and also don't forget the Trump administration, they're pushing for stuff like this. So what's going to happen? Should we see anything out of the Trump administration on this going forward?